Nick, you're muted, bro. You're muted, bro. I can't hear you. You're muted. And fix your sound. Fix your sound, Nick. I can't hear you. I couldn't hear you on the stream either, Nick. You gonna fix the audio, Nick. Nick. I still can't hear you, mate. Nick. Nick. Nick, restart it because I can't hear you, bro.
Nick, I can't hear you. Nick, I can't hear you. Do you think maybe it's the mic? Did you unplug the mic? Try unplug the mic and maybe look into your mic settings. I still can't hear you. No, I can't hear you still. Oh, my God. Guys, whoever's watching, Nick has technical problems.
Yeah,
Okay, you're back now.
I'm
You're
back.
back. Yeah, I can hear you now. There's two twins now. What's that? What's going on? Nick
Well,
2. What's going on, bro? Nick 2.
yeah, now, yes, something wrong with my mic.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm using the
Oh,
phone
dude.
now. Oops. Yeah, I'm using my phone now because I don't know what's happened to my mic. Something.
Yeah, something happened. I don't know. I
I
think it
still
stopped working.
get one. There's still two here.
Yeah. You might have to get a new one.
No, it's the mic. You should be. It's new. The mic.
Yeah,
I,
you might need to get a new mic.
yeah, but it's new.
I
Anyway,
think it just doesn't work for that device then.
it was working last week. I mean, the other day it was working fine.
What
Anyway,
happened now?
I don't know. I think I have to find something. I have to touch. I have to find out what's wrong. Anyway, don't worry. We're here now anyway, but not like before. Deals was here, but he couldn't hear me. Maybe he come back. He was a bit ill. Deals. Yeah, Bobby's around. Big up, guys. Smash the like. Thanks, Bobby. Timmy Talk, big up, Nick, and certified. Please permit me to be in the background. I'm doing some motor tasking at the moment. Okay, yeah, do your job. Yeah, good. Yeah, certified. So I started to speak, but no one could hear me when I started the show.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I'm sure everyone can hear you.
Yeah, now I know they can now because I'm using a different device. It's not as good as a laptop. Like something with the microphone. I have to check it out tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, I was saying, sorry, folks, for the interruption, but I was talking about this game against Bournemouth Tuesday, 5:30 kickoff. It's a massive game, as we all know. We have to win. There's no excuses. We're not going to accept any excuses from the players, from the manager, no one. Did you see? I saw Graham Potter's press conference today, and he said everyone's out apart from Rhys James. Rhys James will be in the squad, could be starting or maybe come on, but he's ready to go. Everyone else is still out, and the longest one is N'Golo Kante. I'm afraid he won't be back to maybe February, March. He could be back. It's gonna be hard for us. What do you think about that? About Graham Potter's press conference certified?
Well, I wasn't able to watch it, but what I was doing, I was reading what he was saying. He spoke about players and players' availabilities, and he also spoke about the game. You know what I'm saying? I read something from Romano. He was talking about, as you said already, Kante is going to be out for February, March. Considering that he's going to be a free agent
Yeah,
this summer. For me, my thoughts of Kante, for the best of his career, and this is for the best of his career, it's best that he goes. Do you get what I'm
so
saying? I think
yeah,
it's best that he goes because we
yeah,
can't have him here and just getting injured. And with the physios we have at this club at the moment, you can clearly tell that these physios are not top notch. Do you get what I'm saying? To work with these players medical wise. Do you get what
yeah.
I'm saying? So yeah, that's
Oh, we don't. Who's going to replace him? That's the thing. Like
yeah.
I
We'll
said,
buy someone. We'll buy someone.
yeah.
We'll bring someone in.
You know, it depends on the contract talks.
Yeah,
If they agree, you could stay on. Um, he's very vital. Like even Graham Potter said it. He's a vital player
yeah,
for the club. But Potter's not going to. He's not going to about. They were asking him. Any news about players coming in, going out, whatever. He ain't said nothing. Of course, he's not allowed to. so, so let's see about that.
yeah.
Who-
And I
and-
also heard Fafana. Fafana will be out for 3 to 4 weeks, which is not bad. Do you know what I'm saying? But it
yeah,
comes to I still question till this day, why did we buy this guy if he was on
yeah,
injury? Do you know? Let me tell you this. Chelsea, correct me if I'm wrong, and I know you're true. Which team in the Premier League buys players on injury?
yeah.
Just like think about it.
I know.
Which player? No, no other team does. Chelsea are the only team that will buy a player on injury. Fofana, that was one. Do you remember we bought Bakayoko on injury? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And we
That's
know what we that's what and we know what we're gonna get when we come. We bought Morata. Do we not buy Morata on injury as well? All these
Mar-
players.
yeah. No,
That's what I'm saying.
Marata wasn't injured. I don't think.
He was coming off of something and
You
we
should
bought him. I
think
remember.
about Marata, but
But I know Bakayoko was injured.
Galco didn't work out. But like it's a different story, with them. Uh, this is a lot different.
But we need to stop buying players on injuries.
Oh
We
yeah,
keep that's what I'm saying. Like the fact we
oh
paid
yeah.
£80 million as well.
The
We
farmer,
knew
they knew he was injury prone.
that's what I'm saying.
He
Leicester
was.
even said it as well.
He had a surgery, then he came to us. Yeah,
Can you
it's
imagine?
crazy, really. But now, Tuchel, that was when Tuchel was here. Now with the new sporting director, Christopher
Yeah,
Vivel, new scouting people.
yeah,
It could be different, but I still don't fancy Graham Potter to move this club forward.
yeah.
Maybe I hope I'm wrong, but every time I see him talk, doesn't do anything for me. You know what I mean? The way it comes across.
Yeah, Nick.
Mm,
Um,
yeah,
another thing I read that Cover will not be playing and ZH as they're still recovering from that World Cup.
yeah. They
Do you know what
all
I'm saying?
the only player who has a chance to play Reece James. Everyone else is out.
Yeah, so I'm kind of. It's good that we're probably gonna be seeing some young faces.
Oh
Like
yeah,
probably,
yeah.
yeah, probably
Like,
Cucurella will be there.
uh,
Havertz probably might play
yeah,
because he
Havertz is,
did play that behind closed doors game. Yeah.
yeah, Havertz,
So
all these lot, Aspie, they're all fresh. They'll be playing along with Lewis Hall, uh,
yeah, Murray
Murray.
Hutchinson.
Maybe get a chance, and then
Yeah.
I see him on the bench. Actually, I think he will go with the usual. I think Mason Mount's back.
Mr.
Um,
Mountain is, yeah.
so I think
But
it
he
will.
did it. I don't think he's playing because
Yeah,
he didn't play the behind closed doors game, and he just returned to training after that game.
yeah, but I
You
don't
know
think
that?
he's serious or not. He might be on the bench if
Yeah,
he's
he'll
good.
be on the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so about this Bournemouth game, we can't really take away everything from
Mm,
Bournemouth yet because Bournemouth with teams like them, they're gonna want the points. They
mm,
fight for the points,
yeah,
and Chelsea have a problem with these type of teams because they tend to outrun us, which we're not good at doing. We're normally quite lazy. We've always been quite lazy. I don't know what's happening. Do you know what I'm saying? We all know what's happening. Teams who have managed to outrun us, we get beaten transition and everything. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah, for
And hopefully this stops this Tuesday, coming Boxing Day, because we need to see real Chelsea. A
mm,
Chelsea that's able to attack, a Chelsea that's able to
uh,
press, a Chelsea with a solid
but,
midfield. Do you get
uh,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Solid defense.
And
Do you get
you're
what I'm
going to be there. First
huh?
game of the season for you. You're going to be there Tuesday, aren't you?
Yeah,
You're.
yeah, I am. I am. I'm gonna
I'm,
be at the game.
I'm going now because
You going now?
my grandson didn't couldn't go, so I'm not going to bother. I could have had 2 tickets. I told you, but
Oh, okay. You're not
you
gonna
might.
go on your own.
No, I'm not going actually. I'm going to watch it on Prime, Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
Game because I want to see what they do first.
Okay. Yeah.
I just it's Christmas, it's hard. Uh,
Yeah.
let's see what these comments are saying. Timmy Toby saying Porter's press conference was uninspiring as usual, 100%. So uninspiring, certified. It doesn't inspire us.
I
I
have to
don't.
have a look at that press
Yeah, yeah.
conference.
Well, he always talks the same. It doesn't inspire nothing. That's the problem. He's saying another thing. Looks, Timothy was saying, looks like something we must get used to. Unfortunately, I would not mind as long as he's winning. Yeah, of course we don't. I couldn't care less. If you talk to the way he looks, talks, as long as we're winning. But can he get us winning? That's the question. Yeah, I agree with you, Tim. Yeah. See, it's not just me about finding uninspiring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can tell he just has that type of nice voice, looks tired. Do you know what I'm saying? But let me tell you this,
yeah,
at the end of the day, he's got nothing in his CV, management CV. So managers like that, they do not know what to do.
mm,
Like I've looked at the I was listening to some Chelsea fans on YouTube, and they said they said this: Chelsea keep on changing. A bunch of rival fans. I was like, it was a channel with rival fans, but I had a Chelsea fan in it, and then
yeah,
the rival fan said Chelsea keep on changing the lineup with Potter. This is the most I've seen Chelsea change their lineup under a manager ever. But then the point comes in, he's a manager with nothing in his CV to
yeah.
become. So
That,
if you see these small managers like Graham Potter, maybe you probably will become a big manager in the future. Let's just hope. But
well,
managers like Potter, if he's going to if he's managing a club like Brighton, he's obviously gonna know his starting 11 because he doesn't have much to work with there. He doesn't have the owner to back him the way. But now he's in a big club that that he's never had experience in.
yeah,
He's basically like spoiled for choice. Do you get what I'm saying? It's
that's
almost
right.
like you're spoiled for choice.
Uh, yeah, he has
So
to.
he's gonna play everyone. Exactly. He's going to play everyone. Do you get what I'm saying?
Said
And
he's
most of
Yeah,
yeah. You say?
he said today, he's happy that Christopher Revel is here. They'll be talking together. He thinks he's really someone who can move the club forward. Let's hope they do it.
Yeah,
We only want our team to start winning.
yeah. And as I was saying, these small managers, when they come to big clubs, even Lampard had this as well. Remember when Lampard had this spree when he was going to buy everyone in the market in the summer? He was like, "Oh, give me Timo Werner, give me Havertz, give me this." We spent a lot that summer. Do you get what I'm saying? Because he's
Yeah,
kind of like spoiled for choice, so he's never had a scouting system like that. That's why he was able, that's why he brought in these Werners. They didn't work out, and till this day we still complain about Havertz. Do you get what I'm saying? So
he hasn't been
hmm,
on form. Havertz, I know, I love Havertz,
that's what I'm saying.
but
And Graham Potter, let me tell you something.
yeah, go on.
Graham
Yeah,
Potter, this guy, he's playing everybody because he's spoiled for choice. He's never had a fixed starting 11. He doesn't have the mentality of a manager. You know what? That's my starting 11. Like what Jose Mourinho will have.
mm,
Remember Jose Mourinho will join a club, he will go
yeah,
in training and be like, you know what? This is my 11. If you complain, it's you. It is how it is. Do you get what I'm saying? Unless you want to break into that team, you have to work for it. That was Jose.
of
Graham
course.
Potter wants to make everyone happy. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
but that
saying?
really has to get tough for me if we're going to do anything. If he's going to stay at Chelsea long term,
But
let's
Nick,
just
this is what these small managers do. They
yeah,
try to. They're not that hard on players who've achieved more than them. Do you get what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna do that. Maybe if he gets used to the club, probably he will start getting tough. But
yeah. Let's see. Yeah, but that's how he is. He was like that at Brighton. Wasn't a guy who would shout too much or you know came very slow. Press conferences even with Brighton always very slow. Never say if they really had a bad game, he never said it. Always said they were unlucky and this and that, like he's doing now. But let's see. I just have a bad feeling with Pollard. At the beginning, I thought they'd give him a chance. I still say give him a chance. But, let's see. Even if he doesn't get top four, I want to see what he does this season with the players he brings in. And let's see where he gets to. Timmy is saying win he must. The pressure is on now. Well, yeah, big pressure on him now. Yeah, top four is realistically unthinkable now. I wouldn't say unthinkable. Would you certify? Is top four unthinkable?
it looks it because
Yeah,
look at the contenders ahead of us.
a long way to go. We're not that far. We're behind, but not that far. The crazies are coming to the chat. Let's block them. God. Oops, sorry. Something
The
happened.
bots are coming.
Yeah, they're coming in force. This guy here. Oh, let me just block him. Yeah, I'll be blocking him. He's gone. Yeah. Yeah. So it's for me. It's still possible, but it depends. We have to start winning, and not just Bournemouth. We have to win the next few games. You know what I mean? Because I can't see Arsenal dropping right now. I think they're going to win here at the weekend. I can't see them sleeping. Liverpool, they're going to be there fighting with us, I think, for that fourth place. United are there. Tottenham are there. It's going to be very hard. If we can, if he does it, if he, gets his team top four.
Don't count out Newcastle because Newcastle.
Oh, oh yeah, Newcastle, they're there. Yeah, I'm not counting them out. It's going to be hard, but if it will show if Potter makes, gets top four, that'd be a great success. Then I would say I was wrong about him, and we move to the next season. But it's just going to be so hard. Let's see what he does. I don't want to keep firing managers. It just doesn't feel right for me. I hope I'm wrong. Yeah. Um, everyone's at Christmas break. Certified it's only me and you tonight. I said Deals was here, but Deals couldn't hear me talk, and then he left. And
I'm
he
sure
said,
more people come.
sorry? Yeah, I think that, yeah, someone's coming now. You said it. Deals is back.
Okay.
Big up,
Deals,
you lot.
deals, what you
Sorry.
telling me, G?
Good,
Deals,
bro.
yeah.
You?
You can hear me now, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Did you hear my introduction today when I came?
Yeah, I did.
What do you think?
It was good still.
Yeah, the liquidator.
It's good
Yes.
still.
Yeah, it was good. I wanted to do something different, you know? I've been,
Yeah.
but then my mic, there's something wrong with the mic. That's why you couldn't hear me. I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me.
Yeah, Nick, that's why I said take off the mic. It's probably the mic.
Yeah, but I'm using my phone right now.
Oh no, yeah.
What do you guys think of the Reece James panel? What do you guys think of
Rich
that?
James he could be playing on Tuesday.
Yeah, but what do you guys think of the banner though? The situation of the banner.
The banner.
What do you mean the banner?
He's got a banner basically. He's got a banner.
Oh,
So
they made a
Have
banner
you
for
seen
him.
it, Nick? Have you seen
I
it?
haven't seen it yet. No.
I haven't
Let
seen
me
it.
send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you.
What's it say on the banner? Deals?
It says on it. I don't know what it says on it, but it's got a picture of Reece James.
All right. Yeah,
It's
maybe.
probably what they're gonna be holding.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
in the shed then, or Matthew Harding in. Maybe they have they made a banner for his return. That'd be nice to see. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so we have to move on. I can't wait for the game. It's gonna be great. I know I could have gone, but I'm not going. Deals now.
Yeah, I heard. You told me.
I told you. Yeah, I had to. I was going to take my grandson, but it's Christmas and they're all going somewhere, and it's a bit hard. So next time I'll be there. Hopefully, City are home. Hopefully, I'll be there for that game.
Did you see Potter's post interview today, you lot?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
What
I
did you
was
think
only
of it?
reading it, but
What did you
I'll
think
listen
of
to it later.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said the usual things, Deals. Everyone's out. They won't be back. Kante's going to be probably end of February, early March. He will be back. The rest of them are all injured. Only Rich James available from the injured
I
list.
watched Bournemouth a few times. Yeah, they love to throw the ball in the box, and that's what Porter was talking about in the press conference
Yeah, he
today.
was talking about that, but they also play from the back. This new manager of theirs is really good. Don't forget.
You know they play good football now under this manager. I've watched them.
He's a good manager, certified.
Yeah.
You see, they've been winning games before
Who's
the
their
World.
manager?
Yeah.
I forgot his name. But
Well, certified carry on. Just have to do something.
yeah, Deals, I forgot his name. But like, bro, this guy plays good football.
The O'Neill.
The way
Is it O'Neill?
O'Neill something, yeah.
Okay.
Something O'Neill, I think. But what I know, his name has an O'Neill in it. But still, this guy, he plays good football. I was watching games that, such as when they played Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Remember when they beat Aston Villa, and then they were playing. Who else did they beat? They beat Nottingham Forest from 2-0
They
down.
was winning against Tottenham.
Yeah, they were winning against Tottenham as well, but it's just that defense let them down, man. And they're right back. They've got his brother plays for Rangers. Tavernier.
Yeah.
Yeah, his brother plays for Bournemouth, and they
Is he
look
good?
alike so much. Huh?
Is he good?
Yeah, Marcus Tavernier. He lacks
Yeah.
defensive. Nah, he's not that good though. But that Tavernier guy from Rangers is. But they play good football. Like
Yeah.
I saw them play out from the back, and the way they attack from that is just a bit mad. So let's see how Chelsea deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Or they just probably gonna sit back and do what these teams do when they want to draw. You know what
It
I'm
seems
saying?
like it seems like it's like there's going to be a plan in place, but at the end of the day,
Mm.
it's whether or not these players listen to the plan. Because
That's what I'm saying.
again,
And if they're going to sit back, we need players to at least be s- be be ruthless and just dribble. You know what I'm
yep,
saying?
yep,
That's why I'm glad that we're having most of these players out because for that game because we can at least give these young players a chance. At least.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. What are you saying?
JK, like
Yeah,
to be honest, I think we just need to play more attacking, like you said against Bournemouth, because we know
that's what I'm
where will
saying.
come back to bite us. Like
Mm,
we've seen in recent games.
mm. That's what I'm saying, and we need to try not to get hit on that break. Because I know
Yeah,
Bournemouth, what they're gonna do, you're not gonna sit back and they're gonna try to get their goals from those corners or
who do you think?
these free
Who do
kicks
you think is gonna be in the midfield? You think it'll be
in the
Zakaria and
midfield. Probably the I know we'll play back four. We'll probably play the team we played, maybe a bit different, or we'll probably play the team we played against Villa.
Villa?
Maybe, maybe.
No.
But
Hey,
with Trevor
JK.
Chalobah, wait. With Chalobah, Thiago Silva, and then you got Cucurella, then you got Jorginho Lewis Hall. Maybe that young right back might play. Do you get what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
What
Amari
you what young
Hutchinson will
right back?
probably play. Huh? Huh?
What young right back?
You know what's his name? Brooking.
No. I think it'd
What
be
you saying?
I think it would be Reece James. No. It would
Now,
be
Reece
this.
James not gonna start the game.
He will start the game, bro. I reckon he's gonna get risk.
Nah, he's not
I
gonna
think.
start the game. I
Well, that's
doubt
what
it.
I think in it, bro. I think this is what I
Alright,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Kepa in goal, Reece
Mm-hmm.
James right back,
Mm-hmm.
Silva centre back, right left centre back, Chalobah right centre back, left back. I'm going with Cucurella, and then in the middle I'm going Zakaria and Jorginho. Then I've got the front three. No, front three. Yeah, of um Aubameyang. No. Havertz. I might have to do Havertz still. And
No,
then
I'm not having Havertz up top.
you don't think
Aubameyang,
so?
no.
Why is that?
Havertz can come off from the bench
But why is that though,
because
bro?
Havertz, in my opinion, he
Bro,
just not he doesn't have
he
that
scored three
physique.
goals in the hat trick against behind closed doors. Yeah, so just give the
Okay,
guy
you
a
can have
chance.
him there, but I'm not sure. Okay,
Yeah, I'm
you can
gonna
have
have
him
him there.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have Havertz there. Yeah, so then
I
I'm
forgot
gonna
about
have
that friendly.
I'm gonna have Amari Hutchison on the right, and then I got Sterling on the left. But I don't think that will happen. So
It's Pulisic back.
yeah,
If Pulisic back, then I'll start him instead of Sterling
yeah,
because yeah, because like Raheem Sterling, he's good coming off the bench for now. I don't know what
yeah.
happened to Sterling in the first start of the season. This guy was actually balling,
Let
but then
Bobby speak. Let Bobby speak. Let Bobby speak.
ever since Potter came in, he started to drop form. Like, what's going on with Sterling?
The thing is with Sterling, yeah, he had the proper midfield with at Man City. Our midfield's not the same as Man City's midfield. Hasn't been the same for at least a year. I say our midfield's been poor. But again,
Yeah, I know.
if we bring in new midfielders, do we have the same issue, or do we move on and have a better play in the midfield? This is the
And
issue. This
deals,
is the
do
thing.
you realize that Chelsea at the moment, they do not have any midfielder of Rodri's qualities, as in a holding DM. We don't have a proper holding DM. No
Kante
one can
is.
tell me Jorginho is not a holding DM. Kante is a
Kante is,
box to box DM, huh?
but he's always injured.
Who? Kante, he's not a holding DM. He's a box to box midfielder.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? And Mateo Kovacic is that midfielder who he doesn't defend, but he's more of an attacking one. He's more of a cam. Do you get what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like we have no holding. I mean, a proper defensive midfielder apart from probably Kante. And the problem is he's not even a holding DM. Do you get what I'm saying? He just that's just the thing, and he's injured. So
let me go back to the
This
Conte
Chelsea
days. Yeah,
midfield is just,
when we had
you know,
when we had
we
the
don't know
likes of
how horrible
Fabregas,
this midfield is.
when we had the likes of Fabregas and Matic, they was spraying passes around across the field. You get me? They was
And
making
then we
things
had a
happen.
exactly. I remember we had our actual holding midfield. That was
Yeah.
Nemanja Matic. That was a holding, and I don't know, but people need to put respect on Nemanja Matic's name. I mean Premier League wise, because this guy is he's a good DM. I'm talking
Let
Nemanja
Bobby
Matic
speak.
in his
Let Bobby
prime.
speak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry. 1 minute. Sorry. Let's welcome Bobby as well. Then you carry on.
yeah.
Welcome. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can, guys. Hi, I was just listening to the conversation.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, they're going to carry on. I just have to do something, chaps. So it won't be long. We have all night. So if I carry on, sorry about that. Just to introduce Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
carry
up,
on.
Bobby? What's up, Bobby? You good?
Yeah, good, certified, good.
Yeah, so as
Who's
I
that,
was saying,
Deals? So,
So if
yeah,
I can you
Yeah.
take over for a bit? 1 minute.
yeah, of course. So, you man, so as I was saying, Chelsea, we have not had a proper holding midfielder, and other than Nemanja Matic and John Obi Mikel times, it's been a long, long time. Ever since Nemanja Matic has left, Chelsea have not had a quality defensive midfielder. Do you get what I'm saying? That's able to hold and control that midfield the way it is. Because under Sarri, we did have a midfield problem as well. It was just a little minor. The problem is we never really sorted it out with Jorginho. We tried to sort it out with Jorginho, and it didn't work as much. Let's be honest, Chelsea had no, we have no sort of DM that will be a powerhouse. I mean, control that midfield, as in like stay in the midfield, like create and like be like that Rodri type of midfielder. Chelsea, I've not had that. I've not had that since Nemanja Matic. I'll be very honest, guys. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's clear why Chelsea get beaten transition a lot. I mean, it was a thing last season as well, and it was a thing under Lampard. We kept blaming that defense, the defense, but not realizing that midfield was just horrible. And if the midfield was horrible, then obviously the defense is not going to be great. Do you get what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a lot of question. Yeah. Do you think these players respect Potter enough? Yes or no?
Our players will not respect any manager, so it's hard to say. Probably they will lose respect, but it depends. But if we're having players that are not respecting the manager, then it explains the type of players that we have, and they're dragging us back from even succeeding. Do you get what I'm saying? Because their attitude in I don't like the manager plays a part in why we're like this in the first place. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's why that's why I say I try to eliminate those type of players from our club because we want to move forward, don't we not? Do you get what I'm saying?
JK.
Maybe
Another thing
yeah.
as well, yeah. Because we was winning 10 games on a bounce at the start of Potter's regime, yeah. Another thing as well, like most of it, because I realized, yeah, as soon as we started losing games, like certain fans were just moving on the bagwagon on shit, saying that how we're not that great again or nothing like that. And when we was winning, people were saying put us he's the right guy, he's the right guy. And I've seen a difference of the situations when we're in a difficult situation.
I don't think anyone said Potter was the right guy when Potter was winning. People were still convinced that nothing has changed from Tuchel. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm not really sure people are happy with Potter's appointment. People wanted Zidane. People were wanting Enrique when Tuchel got sacked. But I would understand that because those are managers that have added something to their CV. Do you get what I'm saying? And those are managers that are most likely to be more ruthless and more strict on these type of players. Do you get what I'm saying? So I would understand that. But Graham Potter has so much potential. This football, I've
Yeah.
seen him do it to Brighton. I understand it's Brighton, but then you can't tell me Mikel Arteta has was managing a club. He was with Pep, yes, but still He's not won anything with his CV. He still was never a manager.
But you can say
Do you
the
know what I'm
same
saying?
about Potter though. Potter's not won nothing. What's he won?
Exactly, he's not won nothing, but he's still done something in his managerial career. Do you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We should try at least build something off this manager. And if it
You
doesn't
can.
work, fine. You know what I'm saying? Then, like for example, if he gets his players and we're not going nowhere, then it's fine. We have to get rid of him. But then, I don't know what it is, but like, there's some gene at Chelsea where the English managers will get um. People do say this. People are saying someone I was talking to was saying on a space. It was on a space. Someone I was talking to was saying if we were to give Potter time and he gets all of his players and we start winning this and that. And when we do bad, unlike the other managers like we had with Tuchel, when we sacked Sarri, Conte, all of these lots, when Potter has that type of bad spell, do you know what I'm saying? We're most likely as a fan base going to stick with him more. Do you know what I'm saying? And even though he's doing horribly, horribly wrong during the process, we're most likely going to stick with him more. Whereas a Tuchel, he will win us something and still he will get sacked because the fan base will be. And Conte, he would win us our FA Cup. He will get sacked the next season. Sarri was winning Europa League, but he still got sacked. Do you know what I'm saying? Jose was winning us trophies. He got sacked. Do you know what I'm saying? But I have a feeling if Potter does not win anything, I have a feeling that this English bias will come in his fan base and will still give him more chances. And therefore, it will be more years, just like the way the England national team is. More and more years, Chelsea do not win a thing. And we're protecting this manager because we're English. He's English. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I fear. Do you get what I'm saying? If Potter is not winning anything for like 2 years, I want them to have the same energy with other managers. Say if he's had his players and he's not doing nothing, and you know what I'm saying, I want the fan base to have the same energy that they did with other managers. Not because he's English, because football is English. Our Chelsea is an English fan base. You know what I'm saying? Not English fan base, but you know what I mean. Like we've even with Lampard, the Lampard sacking, he didn't win us. He didn't win us nothing. But let me tell you this: out of all the five managers, Lampard sacking was the most upsetting one. Do you get what I'm saying? Because he not only is English, but he's a Chelsea legend that was English. Do you get what I'm saying? So therefore, when Lampard got sacked, we had stories of Rudiger getting the DMs that he's getting racially abused on Sky Sports. It's saying because he was part of trying to get Lampard sacked. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I don't want with Potter. I want them to treat Potter. If he's not going to win the trophies, I'm not I'm not saying like if he doesn't win a trophy, he has to go. No. But I'm saying once he gets the players and the project is well to learn like being completed and it's just not working. I just don't want the fan base to be going on like we should give him more time. All because and then they were not giving this energy to Tuchel and they were not giving this and like to all these managers that you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stick by Potter. That's my thing. What I'm saying, you need to keep the same energy if Potter fails. Do you get what I'm saying?
JK, ask Bobby
Yeah.
something.
Huh? Yeah, Bobby.
Speak to Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby, do you want to
Yeah,
say something
yeah,
about the Chelsea Bournemouth and everything? What are you saying?
yeah. I was listening to what you were saying, Certify. I think um, we need to sometimes. I know this is, for want of a better word, your industry. So you are very much inclined to listen to the so-called fan base, and they're all usually very young people like yourself. Um, but many of these members of the fan base, they don't really know much about what has happened at Chelsea, what is happening at Chelsea. It's all rather reactionary, supposing, and they paint such a dark picture of any negative scenario that comes their way. To correct, first of all, two things. Sari wasn't sacked. Sari left. He invented a story about needing to go back to Italy for family reasons, and he left. Rumor has it he used perhaps Chelsea as a stepping stone to get the job in Juventus, or he left because he couldn't handle the transfer ban that was coming, and so he abandoned ship. Conte wasn't sacked as such. He left by mutual consent because he fell out bitterly with Marina Granovskaya and her constant control over the transfers and the players he wanted, as opposed to the players she wanted. That is not often allowed to come to the surface, but that's just the truth of the matter of Conte. There are so many reasons behind why certain managers left. Lampard, he had to go. He got to a point where he was losing and losing and losing. He lost control of the players. It was blatantly obvious. And there had to be something to be done. And Tuchel was around. And so Roman Abramovich decided to go and get Tuchel, who was undoubtedly a better manager, a manager that could get Chelsea to a better position. And of course, he ended up being a manager that gave us our second Champions League. So they weren't, random, trigger happy, crazy sackings. These, where it was a sacking and the rest were sort of departures of the managers, there was concrete and justifiable reasons for that to happen. Now, looking at Bournemouth, I'm quite interested to see what's going to happen. I really am. The squad depth in terms of quality is deficient. We know this. But there are some youngsters knocking around that are going to need to be promoted into the first team to help energize, particularly the midfield. I'm hearing that there are things going on with maybe Charlie Webster in midfield. Now, he's not necessarily your midfield tough guy as you would require in the Premier League, but he does have some creativity. I don't know. I mean, Potter has had a month to work with him. And if indeed he's going to use him, I would like to believe that there is a purpose behind it. Now, I've been very critical of Graham Potter, just like everyone else. But I'm very cautious in criticizing him because the reality is Potter has had no time with any of these players. There's been a month off because of the World Cup. And of that, he lost 12 players, which is more than half his team. The rest were injured, and he had to work with the development squad all this time. So he's not had time. When he took the job, he went into a Champions League game playing players he did not know. That's why he went for the old tried and tested and has kind of hung on to that ever since. In my mind, he's looking to the end of the season and to get his proper pre-season underway where he will get to know his players. So it's a little bit harsh on him, judging him too much at this time. The yardstick with which I judge him is that Tuchel, when he first came, was in the same boat, but he had to have the coaching skills to utilize what he had to get what he wanted and learn his squad quickly. And I'm hoping somehow Potter manages to do the same by utilizing the youngsters. Now there's Chukwuemeka. I haven't seen him even in the friendlies, so I hope he's fully recovered. There's Charlie Webster. We don't need to talk about Kasadi because Kasadi's on a program. He's at this first season. He's here to learn the language, learn London, learn the team, play with the development squad, and train with the first team. That's his objective. Um, Omari Hutchinson, is too much to overload him with responsibility in the first team at this point. Yes, he can have some games if he's lucky, maybe even get a game against Bournemouth. But we need to be careful because when we push these youngsters to huge positions of responsibility very early, by the time they reach a certain age, they're being hammered when their age related loss of form kicks in, vis a vis Mason Mount, vis a vis Kai Havertz. These are young guys, and they're going to be at this stage in their career at times inconsistent. But because our squad lacks a lot of depth in quality, we're dependent on these young guys. And so when they go through their inconsistent phase, they get slaughtered by the fan base who forget their age all too conveniently. So it's going to be interesting now. And the sad thing waits for no one. You can't afford not to be performing, not if you're a team of the caliber of Chelsea. So I'm hoping and praying that in this 4 weeks, Potter has managed to find those from the development squad that he's going to use, particularly in the midfield, to tide us over until we can get midfielders from the transfer market, or indeed, if they prove themselves, then they claim their place in the midfield.
Yeah, Bobby, great comments as always. And you certified deals. Yeah, I'm back again. Let me just read a few comments and we move on. Not many anyway. Yeah, it's Timmy Talk. How can we not talk about the good old days? It's been ages since we had the luxury of McLeodley, Mikel, and Matic. Yes, it has been ages. It's been ages since we had Viali and Zola and all them. Just before I move on, best wishes for Viali. We know he's suffering from cancer. He's been suffering a few years now. I just hope he gets better. I saw pictures of him lately and doesn't look good to me. You know, when you get cancer, you just age. And it shows on that great man, great legend, great player, manager for us, you know. Best wishes to him and his family. I thought, I didn't say that before. Yeah. Yeah, great comments, Timo. Yeah, where are those days? It's a long time now. Yeah, another comment by Timmy. Lampard's sack is more of a legend bias.
Nick,
Yeah, second deals, 1 second. Lampard's sack is more of a legend bias than English bias, in my opinion. Plus, the owners, more than the fans, are more committed to giving Paul time. We're going to see about that, but to me, I know our fan base and what they like. And if when we're up to it, we can remove anyone from the club. If things are going bad, you're going to hear the fans go mad. And if Bowley doesn't do something, the fans will. They will just get so much on his head. He's going to have to do what the fans want. Because eventually, the club belongs to the fans. The owner is the owner, but the Chelsea Football Club, the pitch, the grass, it belongs to us. So, that's what I want to say about that one. And another comment here about the last one, chaps. Totally agree with you on Mason Mount and Havertz. That's true what Bobby was saying. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the last comment. Yeah, I agree. The only thing with Mason Mount, Carl Havertz, not just them two, brings Raheem Sterling into it. They were so, off form so bad before the World Cup. I hope they're going to improve, and I hope Graham Potter will put them, drop them if they don't, because we can't just keep playing these players when they're not playing well. They're not playing well. I'd rather see the youngsters given more chances. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Deals. Go ahead.
Apparently, yeah, that
Yeah.
Santos, that Santos, you remember that Santos Brazilian kid?
Yeah.
Him and that Fafana kid's gonna be sent back out on loan.
Yeah. See what I
It's
was saying.
confirmed.
We were talking yesterday on the space. Everyone's thinking Santos is coming to play, and they're young players. Yeah, they could be sent out on loan. It won't surprise me if we get them. For we haven't even got them. That's why I keep talking about these journalists. Don't believe what the journalists say because it's all garbage. Really.
We have to
Yeah.
win our first two games back because we got
Oh,
Man City. We got Man City third game was back.
confidence for. Yeah, we need confidence. For the City game. So we have to win up the first game. Bournemouth. It ain't going to be easy. But I said a 3-0 win yesterday because we should be beating these teams 3-0 or 4-0. And then we go to Forest, which another very hard game at Forest. The crowd are unbelievable. They are massive club, Nottingham Forest. I've been there. I know what the atmosphere is. It's unbelievable. And we have to go there and win. Then we have City at home. Then we win them today. Games like you said, we have a chance with City because we're going to be confident, which we haven't been for how long now? Yeah. Yeah, Bobby, you want to say anything on that? Or anyone else certified?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
sometimes it takes me a while to.
Yeah. Did you hear
Um,
more? Yeah, go on.
yeah,
Go on, Bob.
what's this about the next few games? Are we talking about?
Yeah, I was saying, Deals mentioned we have to beat Bournemouth. I said, we have to beat Bournemouth.
We do.
And we have to go to Forest and win, which won't be easy with their fans. You know what it's like there, the City ground, unbelievable atmosphere. And so we're going to be ready for City when we come back. That's our third game. City home, live. It's a 4:30 Sunday game, I think. I'm not sure Sunday or New Year, whatever. But we have to get confident. We need that confidence. So if we can go and beat Bournemouth and Forest, we should be ready for City. Otherwise, they're going to demolish us.
Can I say
Yeah,
something about the youngsters? Yeah,
yeah,
all the
yeah,
youngsters that we've have. Yeah, it reminds me of that they're still learning their trade. Like they're not like the Mason Mounts and Reece James coming through the ranks when they first came on the ranks, because
yeah,
Reece James and Mason Mount, they came through. Remember, they was been here for since 5 years old. You get me? So
oh, yeah,
when they first come through under Lampard, it was totally different. It was under a transfer ban. The situation we was in, it was different. Now I don't think Reece James. I think Reece James would have made the team, but I don't know about Mount. Maybe Mount. I don't know. Maybe because obviously Sarri was talking about Mount before the transfer ban. So we could have seen
Yeah,
these youngsters. We could have seen these
that's
youngsters
what I'm
100%.
saying. They were planning on bringing him up before Lampard. Sorry, he was looking at Mount. I think he said something about the Derby County. We played Derby County, we beat them 3-2. And
mm,
he said something about Mason Mount's performance. So he said, I would like to have this. He would play as that number 10 as at Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? And it's what we need right now. He was saying it as in like, I think he was probably saying it as in like probably one day or probably the next season wouldn't be the chance. I still had a feeling if Sarri stayed, he was put him on loan. And if we did not have that transfer ban, I don't think we would have seen Mount the way he is today and Reece James. Do you know what I'm saying? Would have had Mount even play
Yeah.
for us. You know what I'm saying? So
I
I
think
kind
they
of
will.
can't.
Yeah. I think
I
they still
can't.
will
You see what
event.
I'm saying, or Nick and
Yeah,
Bobby and JK. You hear what I'm saying about these
Yeah,
youngsters that we have nowadays. We got to give them time. We can't
mm,
just
yeah,
think, oh yeah, we have to throw them in the deep end, like you said,
that's
Bobby.
right. Because it's not good. We've been doing that too often, and that's why they get injured. We don't have the right cover for them.
that's
Like
what I'm saying.
we have, Rich James comes back. He's ready to come back. He'll be back in one way or the other on Tuesday. Maybe starting, probably coming on from the bench. Not really. And we have to get someone as good as Rich James or somewhere near.
Nick,
Not any backups.
Nick and
We need,
JK, Nick and JK and Bobby. Did you
yeah,
hear the interview that Egg Barley went on? He went on an interview and done an interview. Apparently, it was talking about Chelsea worldwide.
Vardy.
Apparently, the South
Jamie
African
Vardy.
market. Egg Barley,
Hmm?
Egg Barley. Co owner with Todd Bowley.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he done an interview talking about Chelsea and the market and how we've been doing stuff recently, and he also explained about the South African market. He's looking at the South African market too.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
hear anything about that. Yeah. And what's all these rumors flying around again?
Yeah,
On
dude, where'd you
no,
find
Spotify. What's all
It
these
was on. It
rumors?
was on Twitter, bro. It's on
Yeah,
Twitter.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah, don't
Bobby, did
believe
you hear about it?
deals. Yeah, don't believe these journalists.
No,
Suddenly,
no, no. It's not a journalist. It's not a journalist. He done an interview.
there was a video, Nick, of him?
Yeah,
yeah, you sure?
Charlie did say that
Yeah.
they're
Mm?
looking for talent all over the world. He spoke
yep.
Oh,
about Africa
yes.
as a
There's
continent,
a
Oh,
video, Nick.
a lot
yeah,
of untapped
yeah.
talent, which I know he will look at because they
Mm.
started off looking in Europe, in Britain, and
South
now
America.
they're in South America. And they're
Yeah,
going to start to step it up with African talent, as they've already done by signing Fofana, Detro Fofana. Look, yeah, I mean, our long-term vision is great. It's just the short-term, immediate vision that's slightly problematic. And I
Yeah.
think the only way we can tide over for the season will be by using the development squad, especially
mm.
in midfield, because they're the closest thing to what can hit the ground running, unless we get wherever we get midfielders from, one, it's going to be expensive. And two, they're going to need time. I mean, look at a player like Koulibaly. He's
Yeah.
Yeah.
needing time to settle into the Premier League, not to mention a midfielder. They're all going to need time. So why not use these youngsters that are used to the setup, used to what to expect in the Premier League, like Lewis Hall, and will
Yeah.
probably hit the ground running. Do you know what? I would probably even play Lewis Hall in midfield against Bournemouth
Yeah, that's
because
what I
he did
said.
a good job. Yeah, he did a good job against Villa. He's got the engine on him. He's got the vision. He's got this creativity, and he can score. Just something different. We can't keep doing the same thing because it's disastrous.
Bobby,
So
do you know
maybe
my opinion? Yeah. Bobby, I agree with you a lot. And also, that's why I've been saying a lot. I said, these players are gonna take long for them to the ones we bring in, even like you talked about Koulibaly and the midfield, and you said most of these players that we brought in the summer, they're gonna need a lot of time to settle in this league. Do you? And you've got Fafana, the centre back who's come off on breaking his leg, and he's gonna have to settle in as well. But in my opinion, that's why I said we should bring in these young players as they will be ready set, not for the Premier League in general, but at least play these games like Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth.
Yeah.
But the problem is that we've made Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest a game for pressure the players. As in, we can't get another loss against Bournemouth. We can't get another loss against Forest. These are also must-win games. Do you get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
we'll see
they
what
are.
happens.
Certify.
Mhm.
Imagine the pressure which is going to mount on Graham Potter and Top Buckley if we
Exactly,
manage.
even young players.
Wait a minute. if we lose to Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest, only 2 games, I won't say nothing. I would still wait and see. I said I'll give Potter a season. I'll give him that. But it ain't going to be good. The fans will be raging. And it only takes a few losses, a few more losses, and they're going to be on Potter's head. And he might not even last the season.
I also want to mention, what's it
Yeah.
called? When we're scouting for talent, as in like, it's good we should get young players as well. Like we've got Jetro Fafana and what's his name? That Tim Andrew Santos. But
Santos, yeah.
I would also like us
But,
to get
yeah,
these
there's
type
2
of players. But I want
Yeah.
players that will start for us. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm hearing that Fafana could be coming in for a loan. Hopefully not. I hope we can at least try him. Andrew
Yeah.
Santos is my age, so I don't know if he'll be actually. I don't know if the guy will be playing first team football. Do you know what I'm saying?
They might send him out.
17.
I heard Santos and for fun. I don't know, but we need a striker. So what's the point sending for fun on loan, the young one?
That's that's what I'm saying. So
I don't
hopefully,
understand.
because you wish it could, because Havertz can play up top, so you can have Aubameyang and Havertz playing up top. That's why people will say you'll go
we're
on
gonna
loan. But
we're gonna see with Sterling and Aubameyang, Havertz, Mount the same.
I
But
can't lie. I have a good feeling about Kai Havertz.
say they carry on, certify everyone. Say they carry on off form, not scoring, Aubameyang not getting chances. We're going to start losing badly.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
we need a striker. We need a striker in January, and we need a midfielder. I know when we need a back, a left, like Bobby said yesterday, cover for Reece James, but a proper cover, not just anyone. Otherwise, we're going to lose Reece James again. It's really, really awkward. Really, I know. I'm glad we got the sporting director, all these coaching staff. We have a backroom team now, which hopefully they're going to, get it right. But I still can't. I don't get the feeling for Graham Potter. That's the thing I have. Yeah. Welcome, Dan. Nice to see you again.
Merry Christmas, you guys. Welcome, Nick. Big up JK, my brother. Big up Deals. Big up Bobby.
Big
Bobby in
up,
the
Dan.
house.
Good to see you, brother.
Pick up, bro. He's
Yeah,
saying.
good to know you guys. Yeah, all right, man. All right, man. What a brilliant show I had last night, Nick. I don't know what happened to you last night, Nick, but
Yeah,
Bobby,
I know.
I need you on my show, Bobby. JK, I did send you an invitation last night
Yeah.
in our show, but
Yeah.
somehow you didn't
Bro,
come.
I'm
it
so
was too
sorry.
late.
If
Man,
I
man
miss
had to
it,
go to bed.
yeah, if I miss it, it means I was probably
Yeah, I
working.
heard.
So,
I got your link, but I couldn't come yesterday because.
All right, that's fine, Nick. I'm doing a watch long, but I want you there for the watch long, Nick. If you guys want to come for the watch long for the Chelsea Bournemouth game, you're welcome to come and jump
Dan,
in,
I'll
man.
be at the game, so
Oh yeah, I was gonna. I
I'll be
was.
there.
Nick,
I'll be there.
you rang me up about the ticket, didn't you? I was gonna get a ticket, but I only got one car seat. I could and
Yeah, but I said I had 2 tickets. Maybe they're still there. Great View, £50 each. The game price from this my friend, the season ticket holder, and the other guy. They can't go, so they offer them to me. But I was trying to get my grand. Nobody can't go, so I decided not to go myself now. But
all the buses are striking, trains are striking, so I wouldn't have to get back home.
that,
That's what I'm saying. That I would have had it.
anyway, it's too late. The guys got rid of them now. They ain't gonna wait. He gave me one night to wait all night, and I told him in the morning, sorry, but my grandson is that's it's Christmas. He wants to.
Are you at the Chelsea Man City game, Nick?
Hopefully, yes. Yeah.
I'm there for that. I'm there for that game. So if you're there, I'll come and meet you.
Oh yeah, if I'm there, of course, I'll meet everyone.
I'll come sit next to you. Me and you sit together at the game.
Depends what seats we have.
I don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know, I always change seats. If I see my mate, on the other side, and he raves it and he rings me so I can see you, Dan, I don't care. I'll walk all the way around and I'll sit next to him. And then I'll say to people, you can go have my seat over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
Funny.
care. All the stewards don't mind, man. They go, oh, all right, Dan. All right, mate. All right,
Yeah.
mate. Cheers for that. Yeah. They're all know me there because of my family, innit? My family charity in that. So they don't mind. They don't mind me if I change seats. Even though you're not allowed, but I don't give a shit. So if I want
Yeah.
to sit there, I'll sit there. They can
Yeah.
have my seat. If I see my mates there, I'll go sit next to them. That's what I do.
Yeah.
You guys should go
Yeah.
away.
It depends
Dan, where
who's
do you normally sit at Stamford Bridge?
Me, I actually stand on the east stand, just behind Thomas Troop, like really Thomas Troop. I was behind him in that middle. I'm
The
behind the
family,
like,
the family end.
yeah, their family end.
Yeah,
Because that's my,
that's where I sit as well. That's where I'm sitting for
yeah,
Bournemouth.
yeah,
Yeah,
because the family end is basically
I
where
sit
my
Matthew
charity
Harding
thing
and
goes.
Matthew Harding.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know James
Matthew
used to sit
Harding. Yeah, I see it. If it was me, I see at Matthew
there.
Harding or
Chelsea,
the
Dan,
family end.
Dan, do you
Mm.
know I sat in the Matthew Harding once? Never again. Because I can't
It's
stand the
upsetting.
limbs. The limbs, I
Yeah.
know, you know me tell you something. I look at the limbs, I love limbs. Do you know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
being in a limb, being in limbs is not good.
Did you
Never
see?
again.
Do you when you see that Matt Hardy bit? Do you feel like uncomfortable because they're all quiet? Seem to
Dan,
be
Dan,
quiet. They
Dan,
don't sing.
Dan, Dan, do you know I was there for the Liverpool when we came back 2-2? And bro,
Yeah.
I got squashed as soon as Pulisic scored that. Bro, I got squashed. I almost tumbled down the flipping, what you call the flipping seats, bro. Cause what's it called? Nah, bro. Like that.
When I would sit there, Jacob, when I sit there, yeah,
Mhm.
I, I nearly fall asleep because none of them don't sing. They just,
What game
they
did you
just
go
have.
to?
I went to the Chelsea Liverpool game. I've been to Chelsea Man City, Chelsea Arsenal, and I went to a Chelsea Champions League game. AC Milan. I went to the Chelsea AC Milan, and I was at the Matt Hardy end, and I sat there, and all the fans. I just went didn't
Let me
sing.
tell you something. But
They were
when
so
Chelsea score,
quiet.
but when
They're
Chelsea
so
score,
good.
when Chelsea
Eh,
score, there's limbs. Let's be
sort of
honest.
hold on. Sorry, Dan. Can you sort out the background? I know it's your
Oh,
kids.
you
No,
know what? They do it all the time. Every single
yeah,
time
but
John
wait,
Bill's
wait.
like, it's that,
Let me,
this, that.
Dan,
I'll be right. Let me sort them out.
let me,
Let me
Dan,
sort them out.
I have to mute you because I had complaints from people.
Bobby,
Yeah,
Bobby, what's your
carry
take on the Mendy
Yeah.
situation?
On the what?
The Mendy situation.
Do you know what? I wouldn't
on.
give Mendy the same wages as Kepa. The wages Kepa's on is a mistake. When Mendy's form right now is very, very suspect. He needs to either take what's on the table, or we start to work for a replacement for him. We can't be held to ransom by this guy. Yes, he's our Champions League winner. When he came, he was awesome, but he's lost form. Even for his country, he's lost form. So he can't be making silly demands. And if it means he wants to move on, if he doesn't get his way, I'm inclined to say so be it. There's Slonina. We can go in to get one of these. There's a couple of guys that have proved themselves through the World Cup. And, there is yet again Brighton want to shoot us. There's the Brighton keeper as well. So he's not in that position, in my opinion. Kepa's, well, it was unavoidable. But if he wants us to make the same mistake twice, I mean, that would be foolish. So unfortunately, no, I'm not really for him being given his way on this one at all.
Yeah. Mendy, I don't know what's going on with him. Asking for this contract. They were asking Graham Potter today in the press conference about Mendy and what he's asking for. But you know what Graham Potter's going to say? I don't get involved with players' contracts, which you don't. That's up to the club. But, no way should they give Mendy another contract. We should just get rid of him before he's only going to make more mistakes if we keep him. So, let's see what happens. But Kepa's the number one for me now, and he should be. I think he's been training, but I'm not sure if he's going to be fit to play on Tuesday. He didn't say much about Kepa. He said he's still out injured.
Nick,
The only one...
Kepa's back. Kepa's back.
yeah,
You
Kepa's
sure?
back. I'm
But
sure, I think.
need him back.
He's back, but he ain't fit. He ain't fit. He ain't playing. He's
Yes,
not
he is.
fit, Dills. I'll put it up today, mate. He's not
But
fit
why
to
did
play the
why
game
did
for
Potter
Tuesday.
So who's
Potter say
gonna
everyone's
play
fit
him? Who
then?
are we gonna play in goal?
Mendy.
No,
Why?
no.
Oh
Boy,
man.
signing.
Anyways,
Listen,
it's
I
funny
heard.
enough how
Why
Chelsea
did
is
Potter
also
say? Why did Potter
deals.
say everyone's fit then?
I'm not
No,
sure, but deals.
Potter said only Rich James is available, as the six other players are out
He
for
didn't
the
mention
Bournemouth.
Kepa though. He didn't mention Kepa.
Kepa. No one asked him about Kepa. That was
Yeah.
no journalist asked him. That's how dumb they are,
For me, I think
Yeah.
it's best we just look at the lineup and just wait till the lineup comes and see what happens. You get what I'm saying? Because
I hope maybe Kepa can make it. If not, sorry, Mendy's still injured as well. So
I could tell the press were just like, I could tell, looking at what I've been reading, I can tell the press have not really put in an effort to ask as much questions. So, anyways, as I was saying, it's funny enough how Chelsea is also becoming a nursery. And
yeah,
when you've got kids arguing with the
I'll be
wage thing, you got little kids saying, "Oh, I
back in
need that toy, I need that toy, I need that toy," because one person's on it. That's how it is with wages at Chelsea. One player is on once asked 300k, like Mason Mount wants 300k, and you got Mendy demanding more wages, and then the thing is just going to keep going and going on and going on. Next thing you know, give it 2 years. Mario Hutchison will say, "Where's my 300k?" It's too funny. It's so funny, but we're just spoiling these players. Our wage structure is never like this. No other wage structure is like this other than Chelsea.
You think
Players will
he's
be
doing it?
fighting
Yeah.
for
You think
wages.
he's doing it because he knows that the new ownership's got money?
For me, it's been going on even when Roman was here. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not even the new owner thing, it's the type of players we have. And these players, let's be honest, these players' wages are not what they deserve. Other than our legends, Eden Hazard, Drogba, Lampard, you finished off way lower wages than
JK,
them
quick
right now.
question for you, bro. Quick question for
Yeah.
you and Bobby. We've talked about this last night. Do you think Mendy should be on 450k?
No, we
On
can't
No.
give
what?
in to these sort of demands. We can't give in
On
to
what?
his
What?
demand.
What? How much?
He said 450k.
450k. 450k. That's what he wants
He,
at Chelsea. That's why he's signing.
450k?
Yeah.
his form is so suspect now. I mean, he's not worth it, and we can't give in to that. Even I dare to say, even Mason Mount, if it's true that he is demanding 300k, I'm not sure we can give in to that either. I mean, that would be a very brave step to make, but I don't know. I don't think a player should be allowed to hold the club to ransom unless you're an exceptional player. Unless you're an Eden Hazard or a Didier Drogba, or maybe some people think Mason Mount is that. I don't know, but
Bobby,
yeah,
the thing is, the thing is this. Chelsea have become. I mean, this is why I don't like this wage structure of these players asking for money, because I know the future comings of Chelsea will be like this as well. And the funny thing is, their current wages right now are not even what exceptional players that we're looking up to right now at Chelsea have even been earning. So it's incredible how we become such a spoil. We're spoiling these players. We really are.
Well,
Do
to
you get
be
what I'm
honest,
saying?
there's no evidence that the club is going to buckle to that. So we
I
can't
know,
say that we're spoiling them. I mean, we haven't agreed to any of this. I
I
mean,
understand,
even with Kante,
but
you know,
Bobby,
it's quite likely we'll let
mm,
Kante go because we're not going to
exactly.
pay him the money he wants.
But Bobby, my point is, there's only about five, probably four players who really deserves the wages they're on. Let's all be
Yeah,
honest. But the
yeah,
rest of them, some of them are nowhere near those wages currently. I'm not talking about what they want. I'm talking currently. That's why I think we're spoiling these players. And I know for a fact if we just look at this logically, we can become a team where people can just the wages. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, look what happened to Lukaku. He knew, he knew for a fact Tuchel, his system will not be able to suit him. But why did he come then? If he and he was complaining. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the interview, but I'm talking
yeah.
about
Look, a lot of the wages you're talking about are legacy wages, aren't they? I mean, they're not to do with this current ownership. They're just things they inherited. Certainly, Lukaku's one of them. In fact, I would be so bold as to say even Kante's wages is another one, although I think that's deserved.
yeah, that's why
Um,
I talk about yeah. I talk about heritage, and that's why people keep questioning how is Sterling on 300k, 300 because he's always been earning that, even at City. Do you know what I'm saying? Because for what he's done in the past for Man City, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, yeah,
that's why I tell people not to question signings that signings already on big wages because you know they're on those wages for a reason. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about the ones that I'm talking. How much is like Hudson Odoi was on 180k, right?
yeah, another
You see
legacy
what I'm
one. Yeah,
saying? And
yeah,
the guy wasn't even playing. He was injured, and Mount's already on 200k. And you know what I'm saying? Like the wage structure is just a bit. We've overdone it, man. That's just my opinion, man. And if we're going to be paying for Rafael Leao, we also need to consider that we're also going to be probably paying him the highest the Chelsea players ever been paid because he still needs to pay up depth for Sporting. That's why I do not want Leao plus the 150 million that they want. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Nah, that's just my thing.
Well, I was made to understand that the new um, ownership, a lot of these so-called high wages that they have put in place are performance-related wages and are definitely linked to an algorithm that links to how often you play. You have a basic wage, but a lot of the extra zeros on top are linked to performances, which I won't begrudge them doing at all. If your appearance, uh, you know, is commensurate to your income, then fine. You know, the only problem with that is that, you know, if you're not on form and you keep appearing, you're going to keep getting paid. But then that's when it's down to the manager to arrest the situation and pay those that have earned their performance and are on high enough performance gradients to warrant their consistent appearances and as a result high pay. So I mean it's
Sorry,
very
Bobby.
early
Sorry,
days.
Bobby, to pop the button. I heard JK said that Mason Mount's on 200k. He ain't, mate. He's on 85k a week. 85k a week. Because we checked up on his wages, and when he was on this morning show, he said that how much he earns on the morning, and we went and double checked to make sure
But
if he
Dan,
was on a 85, but he's on the 85k a week. He's not on a 200k a week. So just letting you guys know.
you sure?
Sorry,
Dan, you
breaking.
sure it's 80? I thought it was 110. He was on. You
Oh,
sure?
no, yeah,
Yeah.
he's on
100%
he's
sure.
on, yeah, 100% sure. We checked the contract how the players' wages, and
Yeah.
basically 2 years ago when Mason because he got 75k and for being a good performance for winning the World Cup, we've got a bonus. Now he's earned 85k for the last 2 seasons. Because Reece James is more, and all that lot has worked more than any other than Mason Mount. That's why he wants to have 300k.
I was sure he was at 110. That's what I heard.
He's not there. Go check, mate. He's not. I swear down. He's not, mate.
All right, I will check on it. 1 second. Yeah, carry on, Bobby. You were saying about.
Yeah, I mean, if your performance, if your form warrants you to have more game time, then your income would increase. That's how I thought they are structuring the new wage packets. So if you see them declaring, for example, Reece James is on 280k a week, that's not hardwired basic. I'm sure a lot of that will be related to his appearances, and which should be related to his form. So a lot of it is down to the manager. The manager should be picking players on form and such. So I think it's early days for this new ownership to judge their wage structure. It's all just started. You know, they've signed all these young players that are not on big wages at all because they've just come in. They're on big wages for young players, but in terms of the other sort of big Premier League players, they're not on big wages at all. So I'm still waiting to see. I think by the end of this coming summer, we'll have a clearer picture of what kind of squad is being assembled and what they're being paid. Not that it matters because, you know, the new ownership, if they'll pay what they can afford. And we tend to forget that these guys aren't chicken feed. They have deep pockets. They might want to make a profit, but they've got money.
Yeah.
And they will spend it if they see fit to spend it.
Yes, of course. That's what Bowley promised. Bowley, he's keeping his word so far for me. Since he's come in, you know, he's kept his word. He gave Tuchel money to spend getting his players. All right, the ones he couldn't get, that's a different story. The money to go to Barcelona, whatever. Real Madrid, sorry, as well. Yeah, Bowley's keeping his word. Now it's up to Potter. Not just, you know, and it depends who's available in January. But, you know, we're not going to get a lot of players in January. We'd be lucky to get 1 or 2 decent players. I hope we do because we need them. Yeah. I'm not sure about that, Dan, but you said you double checked. So
No, I checked. He actually does get paid that much.
yeah, really, 85. I'm surprised.
That's
He's
mad.
85. That's what I'm saying. I say because
Right.
if you check my show, Nick,
Yeah.
I'll put up a list of the people who earn wages on players, and the most suspect person who earns more is Jorginho. He's
Yeah.
on he's on 310k a week.
Yeah, we know he gets good money, and Sterling does.
Sterling does, and but Sterling's only like 5k off. Jorginho.
Yeah,
Jorginho should be on that kind of wages, Nick.
you know, wait a minute. Mason Mount for the form he's on right now, that's about fair. You know, it's still a lot of money. 85 grand a week. He's fair for now. You shouldn't be asking for more than 200,000. You shouldn't be asking for that unless he changes and becomes something special.
For me, he needs to work for it.
500,000 a week, but he has to prove it. You know, what's he doing now? We're going to see when he comes back. But yeah.
Nick, do you remember Mo Salah? Mo Salah was on 80. When
Yes.
Mo Salah was on 80k a week, and he was performing without complaining. So
and he was banging
obviously
in.
Obviously, Mason Mount can get good wages. He just needs to.
But at the moment, he's getting more than he should. 85 is a lot of money, and for the form, of the form he's been giving us, I wouldn't give him 10,000 a week, really. These players are spoiled. They're spoiled. Football is not just about money. They should realize that. Yeah. So we see. I hope Mason Mount comes back and shows us what he did in the beginning when he came from Derby, and he was unbelievable.
You know the Mason Mount on my profile picture. I want that Mason Mount back, man.
Yeah, I know. That's why you put it there.
That's why I put it there.
I know.
My big Mason. That's my biggest. I love Mason Mount there, man. Honestly, man.
A great player. He's just going downwards. We all thought he's going to be something special. He still can. He's not that old. He's only 23. He still can make it, but it's up to him. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to move on. I don't know. Anyone else wants to say anything about the Bowley or Potter before we do the predictions? Yeah. So let's do
Top Bowley.
Yeah.
This I'll quickly say to you guys about Todd Bowley.
Go ahead then.
As he's been with us not that long, right, for Chelsea, I could see him improving our team to be the most successful club for the future. He's bringing young youth. He's been bringing young youths in, and also trying to get a quality youth into our squad. So basically, I think it's a good idea what he's bringing in, and these are going to be potential future stars for our club. And he wants to bring this club into world class football, what we used to be back in the day, and to concede to be like Man City. And he's bringing in the right players in, and also he's getting out and he's bringing in a good director of sports in from RP Leipzig. He's going to get a technical director in, hopefully soon in January. All these players need to improve with Potter. I'm worried about if Potter loses for 5 to 10 games in this new start of Christmas and the New Year. Will he be sacked? Because I don't think Todd Bowley will cover this situation. And we were talking about if he sacks him, he's got to pay 60 million pounds to get to pay him out, and it's a lot of money. So this what I've told everyone in the fan base. They have to give Potter a chance. Give him a deal. Get him his players in, and let's see what he can do. It took him time to do it at Brighton. He finished in top 4 this season before he left Brighton to come to us. And with Todd Bowley, yes, he don't know football, but he knows what he's doing. He's listened to advice of people who's professional and knows about Chelsea Football Club. If he didn't have people there, then he would get these players. Like we scouted Nkunku for at least 4 or 5 years, right? And now we've got him. It's like Koulibaly. We wanted him. We got him. But Koulibaly needs time to adapt. He's a bit shaky as a defence, but everyone knows. Yes, he is shaky. But his time will come to be a good centre back for us, like Thiago Silva. Just give him and he don't get all these players that hasn't really. Todd Bowley knows what he's seen at the ground. He knows we need a right back, a replacement. He knows we need midfielders. He knows there's certain things that needs changing. He said soon when he comes to Chelsea, it's a rebuild successfully. But the rebuild is not mentally quick. You can't just click your fingers and decide to get these players what you want. It adapts time into a club where he will build. When you sell the players, he'll bring them in. Sell players, he'll bring them in. He's doing it by fives and just taking it much slowly. So in January, he said he wants to spend 200 million, and that's what he's going to do: spend 200 million on like midfielders and some of them for next summer. So we've got we've got give Todd Bowley that chance to adapt to the process and rebuild in his system and stop stressing out because a lot of people are stressing about
Mm.
Chelsea Football Club for a minute. We've got to understand we was in a big major. We could have lost our club since the sanction when Roman Framsich. We could have lost that club. If we could basically lost that the whole there's loads of staff like physios, doctors, trainees, uh, financial affairs. There's all them lot got sacked from the job, and Todd Bowley will them back, but he could get half of them back, and out of 10 of them came back, apart from the rest of them. So he's trying to succeed for our Chelsea Football Club. And yes, like I said last night, and Potter, yeah, with over like 32, 45 changes since the season with the formation, that ain't got really a system going. We noticed the last couple of games we beat AC Milan, it started working, and we lost 4 on the bounce with Potter in the Premier League, including basically we lost 3 and lost in one game in the cup against Man City.
Yeah.
But this whole situation with Todd Bowley, we need to manufacture him and do not put too much pressure on Todd Bowley and let him carry what he's
Yeah.
doing
Oh yeah.
and give him chance to
Yeah.
adapt because it will take time, mate. It will take time, and
it's a rebuild. I ain't got
it's a
that
rebuild.
against
Yeah.
Bowley. Bowley's the right man. He was the right choice. He's promising what he's promising he's doing. Soon we're going to have a redeveloped Stamford Bridge as well. That will help a lot. So yeah, welcome back, Deals.
Welcome back, Deals.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get the predictions before we go.
I had to go because I'm ill. I'm ill a little bit.
Yeah, I know you're ill. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know you're ill. You told me before. Certified. What's right? Let's get your final prediction. Chelsea, Bournemouth.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Chelsea.
You have 3-1. Bobby, are you there? He's probably there, but we'll come back to him. Deals.
2-0 Chelsea.
Dan.
JK, you must have heard me from last night. Yeah, I was having a little laugh. I was saying about we was going to lose 3-1 and we was going to lose 6-0 and play with a joke, but 3-1 Chelsea to Bournemouth. Sterling's going to score. Sterling, Mason, and Bamyang. That's the 3.
I hope they do all 3 of them. I'm going to go, like I said before, I'm going 3-0, which my heart says we should be beating Bournemouth by 3-0 or 4 or 5 even. This is Bournemouth, shouldn't be in the Premiership in the first place with their ground. Should be, this is unbelievable. 11,000 capacity and they're allowed in the Premiership.
Nick, they got a takeover. They've had the takeover as well.
Yeah, now they have a takeover. I hope they make their ground bigger because they have to. If the likes of Stoke, Bolton, Wanderers, teams like that, are making new grounds, and they and look at Bolton, they're in League One, so they have to change their grounds. That's the thing I have with Bournemouth. They shouldn't have been here, but they are. But now they've got new owners. It's about time they done that ground. At least make it to 25,000 capacity, at least. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going 3-0 because, like I said, by rights, Chelsea Football Club should be smashing this team, and I don't care what manager they have. No excuses for me, other than a 3-0. All right, if we win 2-0, I will accept, digest it. But it's not just a win, it's a performance. If I don't see a performance on Tuesday, I'll be going crazy on the post-reaction show. Yeah. So yeah, that's all we have to say, folks. We said it all tonight. Let's hope we win. I
Nick, I
want
want to
to
say something.
go ahead before we go. Yeah.
You see the players that the fans say that is causing problems. Yeah. Now I don't think that should be even mentioned. I think that we even know that we had problems even coming into the season.
Yeah.
Remember when Tuchel said I got the same players, same problems. Now he didn't come out stating names. Now our fan base is wrong for stating names. He shouldn't
Mhm.
have done that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, a lot of fans they get carried away. They say things they shouldn't. They post things they shouldn't. But that's the generation we have. But I'm myself. I know we're going to come back. I've seen much worse. This is nothing. I keep saying it to you. This is nothing. I've seen the worst. Bobby's seen the worst. You can imagine. We were going to go out of extinction at one time. We were putting money in buckets to keep Chelsea Football Club afloat with Ken Bates. We helped keep Chelsea. We fans. That's why we have a say in this club. Anyway,
Why did
uh,
it take so long for Reece James to get a banner?
yeah,
That's
I don't
another thing.
The fans decided. I think because he's been out, everyone's missed him. The team has missed him, and he shows what a great player. He's a world-class player, and I hope we get a cover for him because if he comes back and plays game after game after game, he can have a really, really bad worst injury. So we have to get a cover for Reece James. Don't wear him out so early in his career. One superstar we have, we can't damage him. That's why I really go mad about Reece James because he's unbelievable. Gives 150%. He plays for that badge with his heart. Like I want to see Mason Mount do, which he's not right now. Yeah. With that, folks, anyone else wants to say anything before we end? You go.
Nick,
We've got five players out for the game on Tuesday for Bournemouth's game.
Yeah,
Hakim Ziyech won't be there.
everyone is out apart from Reece James. Everyone else is out.
Is Reece James playing?
He could play. He will play a part, yeah, for sure.
I thought Potter said he ain't fully fit for this game.
Oh, he's fit. He said it today. He's fit.
Okay.
He'd be coming on as a sub, I think myself, but he could start. Yeah, yeah.
Do you think it would be too early for him
To start,
to play?
wouldn't
To
start.
start, I'm just worried in case he gets
Yeah,
injured again.
we'll bring him on. If I was the manager, I'd bring him on in the second half. Give him half an hour in the second half.
Like Fofana, what happened to Fofana? So
you have to bring him in slowly. I hope Potter realizes
he's not
that.
really good coming off the bench.
Yeah, not only that.
I know he's saying deals he ain't good coming off the bench, but he needs to come off the bench because he's just come back from injury, and obviously if we have another mistake from Fofana, that's the most thing.
So bring him in slowly. Don't risk it, even if he is ready. Yeah. Anyone else wants to say anything? Yeah. So we
have you done the predictions of the lineup, Nick? Who do you think starting?
We've done that earlier.
Yeah.
I missed that one. Can I quickly just give me mine?
I didn't really say mine properly.
Yeah.
Let JK and Don do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Dan, you can go first.
Okay. Cheers, JK, bro. It's good. I love JK, man, and I love you, Nick, man. You're not top legends. I love you to bits, man. I shouted you guys out, and I started my show because Granddad there, up the top there. He's a granddad legend for us lot. But JK, you're just a legend.
Dan, big up yourself, bro. Dan, big up yourself.
My
big brother, bro.
Yeah, my big brother, man. All love to you, man. All love, yeah. All love to you guys.
All right.
All love to you. And deals. So, yeah, we are Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. We're gonna get back to normal start.
Up the
Chelsea, but yeah. Well, if you say Kepa's back, I think he ain't because I don't think he's fully fit because Potter came out and confidence said he ain't really fit and he might not play because there was 5 players who was out and one of them was Kepa. If it was my choice, if Mendy, I know Mendy will start, but that Sloaney kid who's young, who just come back from, I think he could come and play for us now. He could come and play for us now. It's been over Christmas. It was not allowed to play for over 2 months since he came back from the United States. I would like this little. I like to see this kid have a chance in a game because he did well in America. He was top. He kept clean sheet. He was the best player of the season for the United States of America and all. He won the best player of the season trophy because he kept the most clean sheets. I would like to see him play, but I don't see it happening. I reckon he'll be on bench. I think he might play for the Man City game in the cup game. Honest. So my goalkeeper would be Mendy because I don't think Kepa's fully fit, and if he's fit, then I don't think he'll start. So it'd be Mendy in goals for me. Thiago Silva. I just think he won't play because he just come back from the World Cup, but he got knocked out. But Thiago Silva for me is gonna stay as a centre back for me. He will be playing. It could be Chalobah or Koulibaly. I think it might be Koulibaly. Koulibaly with Thiago Silva. For the left back side, I'm gonna go for Cucurella because Ben Chilwell ain't not really fully recovered, so he's out for that game. So it has to be Cucurella, I'm afraid, or Lewis Hall. I don't Lewis Hall think he'll get a first game sniffing rather against Newcastle, but we don't know. So that's Cucurella for me. Right back, if Reece James is back, I think he will be benched and it would be Aspilicueta for me. But I don't want Aspie. I want Reece James. I want him there. But I will go for Reece James just in case Potter does play him in the first half, then sub him off in the second half. But I'll go for Reece James. So we're going to play the 4-3-3 formation, and for the 3 mids, I would like to see Dennis Zakaria, Covey, and Mason in the mid. Then the front 3 for me, Raheem Sterling, Pulisic, and Aubameyang. Or if not, if it's not Pulisic, I'll go for Murray Hutchinson. I would like to see this guy play because he's a baller. And when he played against Aston Villa, oh my God, man, he could have scored. He had so many chances. He outdone the defence, and he's good. He's a good round player. So I'd like to see Murray Hutchinson. That's my formation. Go on, JK.
Yeah. Okay then. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start with Mendy because I don't know about Kepa yet.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with a back 4. I'm gonna go Cucurella, Thiago Silva, Chalobah, and Reece James. My 2 DM partnership will be Lewis Hall and Jorginho. My front 3 will be not front 3, but for me on the left, I would prefer to play Pulisic, only because I've been impressed with his performances in the World Cup and Chelsea. So I'll put Pulisic there. I will play Mason Mount as the 10. I will play Amari Hutchinson on the right and Aubameyang up top. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, good lineup. Okay. With that, I have to go end the show. We've been here, 2 hours. Yeah. I just want to say thanks a lot for the panelists.
Big up Nick. Big up JK. Big up Dan.
Who
big
come
up
on.
Dills. Big up JK. Big up Nick, man.
Big up everyone here, bro.
You can say big up after. Deals who was really ill, but he still found the time to come on. Thanks a lot, Deals. You're unbelievable, man. Certified as always.
My bro.
You're my right hand man. I want to say that because you are. And Dan, of course, always a great channel. Don't forget his channel, Chelsea Dan. Subscribe, like, follow him as well. Great channel. He's the true Chelsea man, like we all are here. So, yeah, and thanks a lot, and bless you all whoever came on in the chat. Sorry, I have to say, I forgot Bobby's. Thanks to Bobby for coming on, as always. And for Timmy Tope. He didn't come on the panel today, but he was in the chat, helping the channel. So thanks. I want to go out with the way I come in, with the great anthem. We have the one and only Liquidator, the greatest anthem ever. We had this anthem before Blues the Colour was born. Don't forget that, chaps. So that's what I'm going to do, go out with that great anthem.
Merry Christmas.
And Happy Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. We probably see you for the...
You too, guys.
We see you for the... I'll be back for the post-match reaction after the Chelsea Bournemouth game. I will let everyone know when. But yeah, don't go away, anyone. Just listen to this beautiful anthem that we're lucky enough
Nick, I need to tell you something after the
JK
show.
yeah. We'll talk to it after the show.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Sorry, hold on a minute. Where's he gone? Oh yeah.